I think that's on. Well, I'll find out later. That's what we want. That came in pretty good. Quite straight too. Ah, so bloody close. I'll just stay in the border a little bit. Where's that? There. Let's put it beneath the spine. I shall lift that up. There we go. Yeah, that fits pretty decently. Listen to that. So I don't know why this spine doesn't actually do anything. Well, it's turned off for one. Probably doesn't help. It looks a little thick actually. Let's see, we'll test that. I don't know about that. That looks more normal than that. Go leave it like that. And we'll play around with it. Let's create a little spine. That's the front. I actually don't want a border. I don't know why it always gives me a border. I do want that. Probably want that to be like a good red. I'm gonna shift it a little more orangey. Okay. Now I go to the movie database. Learn how to spell. Perfect. I love this site because it just gives me everything I want. Posters. There's a lot of options. It's a very squeaky door. Probably want one I can just kind of remove the title from. That seems pretty good. We'll try that. Oh, got the wrong thing selected. Let's do that. Do, 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 do. Now it feels a bit tight on framing. Let me just get my other Blu-ray. That's it. Oh, I see. Okay, so in other releases, they crop out his head. So it's actually more like that? It's pretty close to that. Although, I think my Blu-ray copy is actually a little wider on the side. It's kind of hard to, yeah, because you definitely see that much of him, but then you see that much of his hand. Is there another one maybe that's a little wider? This is the problem whenever you try and convert, like... Oh, hang on. Audio is back. This is very annoying. There is definitely a wider one. 100%, because if I get up the camera, this is a new one, we're trying this for the first time. See here, I have the Blu-ray, the old Blu-ray, Spider-Man 2. That image is definitely wider because you can see his back, which I cannot see in any of these, meaning there's definitely a wider one. That one's cropped in even more. Oh, that's very annoying. And this is where we try Google image search, because it might just not be on here. I mean, that one's a little bit wide. Yeah, that one's a bit wider, but it's really low res. You can see here, bring this one in. Oh, that's tiny. But yeah, like, really, that's what we want. I want this image in high res. How do I find this in high res? Oh, that's not bad. Okay, so if I bring this in, which is also low res, but it's not as bad, make it bigger, like so, fill the frame. It fills the frame pretty well, like so, but then we put this one on top because this one's higher quality, and then we should just be able to line these up. is a little finicky. I'm also noticing that the framing of this is a little different. Okay, so I have that, and then if I take both of these, take it up a tad, and also scale it down a tad, because this part of the frame actually gets cut off. So if I turn the borders on, you can see where it actually does get cut off. So I can fit that in. And right now we have made that pretty much fit, but it's not perfect, and that's why it's a little bit annoying. The colors don't quite match, which is very frustrating. I probably should have just scanned in my Blu-ray cover in hindsight, but that's okay. And then if we move that down, yeah, that still doesn't fit. And we scale it down, move it back down. I feel like I'm scaling it and then it's not doing anything, so let's just do a bigger scale and hope that that bloody fixes it. No, it really doesn't. No, that's actually worse than what it was before, so let's scale it back up. Can I just move this over a tad, maybe? It's very annoying that this doesn't fit, to be honest. I'm now noticing this has a huge bloody shadow on it. Very frustrating. That's about the same. This one claims to be the same size. No, tiny. I don't know why. Sorry, sending a text. That's not really working, is it? This is like my one problem with Blu Rays, that it can be a bit awkward to fit in stuff like this. Like, really, that's kind of the framing I'd want. Like, the Blu-ray. Like, I kind of want, like, the whole poster in. You know, we could just put the title at the top or something. Could just try faking it, I suppose. Do something like that. No, because then that doesn't really work, does it? Terribly frustrating. I'm very adamant that I want this cover, because that's the best cover. That's what I have on the existing 4K, and I despise it. It's that one and that one. I don't like either of them. Oh, it really is a bit of a bother, that. Now that I'm looking at this other one, the black's really obvious. They kind of do just paint in the shadow. So this is definitely an extension to the poster that they've done for like home media, because it looks really awkward now I'm looking at it. Yeah, it's probably the best I'm gonna get that. His arm just cuts off. Or am I just going mad? No, his arm's there. Oh, that just means I got the scale wrong. Or does it? Yes, it does. Ooh, this one's really not going my way. I think I might need to scan in the Blu Ray to get this one to work. That is a shame, but luckily we still have the scanner, so I'll come back to this one at a later date. What other ones can we do? Shall we do... Let's do Superman, because I don't like that one. Yeah, let's just do a different one, because I think I need to do more work on this one. Turn off the border, turn off the spine. Superman. I think that's more or less straight, yeah. Not too shabby. Mask. That's a little big. Where's my border? Actually, yeah, let's put that border in. The last thing we want to do is cut anything off. Yeah, that just about fits in all the crap. Yeah, that's not too bad. Turn off the border. I think this one also has a red spine. Yes, it does. I'm going to drag it in though, because I actually want to colour pick it, because oh no, it's a gradient. Oh, I quite like that actually. Yeah, I might nick that. I do want to remake the spine, but I'm going to use a gradient like their one, because I quite enjoy the gradient. No, that's not it. Is that how I do it? Nope. That one. There we go. So again, beneath the border, effect, layer, gradient, which is actually this way. I want to insert one, so our top color we shall pick from up here. Our middle color we shall pick from right about there, and then again we're gonna pick from down here. Yeah, I quite enjoy that. Really makes it pop. That's fun. I like that. Okay, so can I get a PNG of the logo? What does that look like? Superman 1978 logo. Yes, I can. Look at that. Superman the movie. Doesn't really work for the side. We use a different one. How about this one? Yes, I do enjoy that. Oh, I'm on the wrong bloody menu. Always do that. See, as much as I like it, it doesn't fit the side profile very well. I can get it to more or less fit, but the shaping of it's not very kind for a spine. What's the existing one look like? It's literally in my lap. That's very boring. Sorry, my friend's being a bit of a dickhead. No, I don't much like any of these. Maybe I'll just get the font. What is the font? Opening credits font. That's pretty good. Up, up, and away. Can't get that. Can't get that. Are any of these fonts usable? Free text generator. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. I'd actually really like that opening logo font now that I've seen it. I'm half convinced I actually have a Superman font. I'm gonna check before I spend half an hour looking for fonts, because I do already have a bunch of fonts. Oh god, if I did add it though, God knows what it's called. I want to say it was like up, up and away. I might not even have it anymore. I had it years ago when I did like a Superman film. No, I remember now. I had it because I did like a Superman. I actually do have a Superman font. I thought I did, because I did like a Superman stream years ago where we did Superman in heart style, and like I did a film with it. CC up, up and away, Superman. Looks a little stretched, but I guess that's the font. I'm gonna open it. Is that actually the font? That's definitely stretched. Why is it stretched? Oh shit, I deleted the font. It's okay, I undeleted it. Let's try that again. Superman. That's compact here. Let's try that again. Up, up and away. Yeah, it just looks really stretched to me, but I guess it's not. I just had a thought. I should probably write it all in caps. Superman. I'm looking at the box. This is definitely the same font that's on my box. But mine looks weirdly stretched. Like this, whereas theirs is more like this, which I kind of enjoy. Theirs has bigger spacing as well. And I'm wondering if I can change my spacing. If I can, I have no idea how to do it. Because that's line spacing, and I don't want to change line spacing. I want to change letter spacing. Underlines. Align. Oh, bugger. There we go. I have a really bad habit of doing that. You know, I'm just gonna go with this, which is currently what's on my box, but I think the title is really small and I want the title to be like bold. Like that, like a big Superman. And then we need another one, which I'm going to rotate, because otherwise I can't bloody see. Then we want the movie. Back when they used to say the movie for movies. They should bring that back. I'm kind of a fan, actually. Superman, the movie. Now, the reason I'm redoing this one that I don't like it is because this particular release is of the multi-pack one that has both the theatrical and extended cuts of the film, and I just don't like this two-poster thing on the cover, which is why I'm redoing it, because I don't much like it. That's like the theme of today, is we're redoing the Blu-ray covers I don't like. Yeah, I really feel like the spacing on that feels super off. I just don't know what to do about it. Like... Superman... No, it feels weird now. It definitely needs to all be caps, otherwise it looks... Superman. Super... The man. What if I brought it back down, actually? Brought it over here. And then we did, like, the little, the movie underneath. Yeah, that's very similar to how it is on the existing one. But that's fine, because I'm not trying to completely reinvent the wheel here. What I'd really like now is the logo, but specifically the 1978 logo from the original poster, which is this one. I'm probably not going to be able to get that out, am I? Not without a fight. What if I filter tools to transparent? I can get the Brandon Ruth one. I don't really want that one though. So I might try, because this I think is like the Christopher Reeve one. If we take this, scale that down, because we want, you know, we want the logo on the side. I don't like it when they put logos on. And then we just color overlay. We do it white. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it white because it kind of matches the logo. We can make it a little bigger. Yeah. Oh, it's not quite centering, which is annoying. you know what I gotta do? I gotta select that one and then select that one, and then it knows, yes, that sent us to it. I don't know why it works like that, but that is in fact how it works. Yeah, so Superman, the movie. And then let's just do all the bloody logos. So let's Warner Bros. I'm going to do this Warner Bros. Logo for no particular reason other than I think it's nice. The official one has like a coloured Warner Bros. Logo, which I don't love. I feel like if you're gonna go with like a solid white aesthetic like this, like the actual one does, you kind of have to adhere to it. Whereas they have like the text white, the Blu Ray logo, and then DC logo, but then Warner Brothers is in color, and it looks really weird to me that that's the only one in color. Okay, yeah, so let's do that. And then what was the 70s DC Comics logo? It's actually very similar to the current logo. It's actually nearly identical to the current. Oh no, because this is an older Blu-ray. So yeah, that is the old one. Yeah, DC kind of went back and started using this one again. But that's fine, because I actually like this one more. What would be great is a transparent one. I know you can't see what I'm looking at. It's because I'm just on Google getting logos and crap. I'm not going to get what I want out of this, am I? Oh, the temptation to put that logo in. Oh, this was like the logo that was around when I was a kid. So like, this is like my favorite DC logo. This one, it's so 2000s. This was like the 2010s one. This is what's on the Blu-ray. I don't really care for this one. I think it's really boring. I actually do really like the new one, which is apparently the same as like the 60s one. I might just go with this. I'm really annoyed because I think my Constantine has that. Yeah, my Constantine has that as like the exact one I'm looking for. Like if I turn it on, you can see Constantine has. Ooh, where's the camera? It's there. Constantine literally has the exact DC logo I'm looking for on Google and cannot find, and I'm really annoyed about that. It's like really upsetting that I can't find this logo. I'll just type in white. Does that come up? Ooh, close. Very close. I've like the inverse now of what I'm looking for. Ah! We got it. We got it. This one, which we are going to just do a little bit of adjusting to. Start by masking that bit, and then I think all we have to do is set this to an additive blend mode. Or we would if it was actually black, which it apparently isn't. If I add a brightness contrast to this and then up the contrast all the way. Yes! I think we got a winner. Yippee! Perfect. We got like the old school DC logo, and then we want the PGs. I'm actually just gonna open up the How to Train Your Dragon one. I did this earlier today. This is the first one I did. But I am just going to open this because this actually has the exact one I'm after. But they're a little above. Actually, I kind of want to put that there and then lift the DC one above that. See, yeah, that's making me think it needs to be over a bit. I'm gonna put it over a bit. Because that would be really cool. Yeah. The reason I did it like this, it's really difficult to get the framing right. Because it can be perfect in software, but then when you print it, it's like slightly off, and that really annoys me. So I spend quite a while faffing with this stuff. And then we can actually just make the title a little bigger, like that. Yeah. Again, it's very similar to the existing one, but it's just a little bit cleaner. I actually do also want the Blu-ray logo, because that is missing. Like so. I think these logos are a little too big each, so I'm actually going to scale some of these down and move them around a bit. I know, I'm going to organize it in a minute because it just is an absolute travesty. Oh shit, I've missed comments. I'm so sorry, I've been ignoring comments. Hey, how you guys doing? Sorry, I didn't actually realize anybody was here. I thought I was just rambling like a madman. Yeah, faster than a speeding bullet. I mean, I love this movie. It's a great movie. It's that one, I'm an idiot. See, yeah, that's a little neater. I don't know. Honestly, I'm kind of contemplating just cutting out the PG crap. Yeah, it's on the back. Fuck it, I'm running the show. I don't need that. You can't force me to have that. I'm now thinking I want the Blu-ray logo at the bottom. I don't know why, that's just how I normally do it, and I just kind of prefer that. And then I'll actually make the Warner Bros. Logo a little bigger. I picked a slightly older Warner Bros. Logo. I don't know if this one was actually being used at the time. I don't even know if this was actually a Warner Bros. Movie, but fuck it, we're going with it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I think I'm gonna move this stuff down. Yeah, let's do it like that. Now, the front cover. Hopefully this goes a little better than the Spider-Man cover, because that didn't go well at all. So we want Superman 1978. I'm an idiot, it's right there. There's a few images I quite like. I quite like this original poster, to be honest. The one of him flying's pretty fun too. There's a few posters I like. I don't much care for this one. I see this one on a lot of Blu Rays or something similar to that. I might just go with the original poster, to be honest. Like, I think this was the teaser poster, to be more specific. But I am a big fan of it. And it has a border, so I can get away with cheating a little bit, which is nice. I mean, yeah, that fits pretty well. You believe a man can fly. Yeah, big fan. That's great. I should make it a little bit smaller and then just get more of it in the frame. Yeah, no, I'm kind of a fan of that actually. I hadn't considered which front cover I was going to use, but I quite enjoy that. And then, because it says on the back, extended cut to film special edition, so I'm like, why do I need all this extra crap? Let's try organizing a little bit. So all this is the spine, plus these two. Spine. Yeah. Okay, so in theory, border. This is my Superman file. Save. Yeah, so that should be fine, I think. Let's try it. No, I didn't actually think to plug in my damn printer. But it's fine, it doesn't take long. What would be good is if I can just plug it into my USB hub and have it work. Yippee! Oh, this wire is now on my desk. Canon T-Series, we want semi-gloss, letter, rear tray, high quality. Yep, that all looks good. Move the back. Oh, there we go. Just getting the paper. I'll switch over to the camera once it is printed. Okay, yep, just print. And then hopefully that'll be okay. Oh, no, I've got to pull up. Okay, hopefully now it'll be okay. Yeah, and then we just wait for it to print, which is fun. I love this part of it. I don't know if you can hear that, but it is printing. Might as well switch over. So this is going to be what we are replacing. It's a little puzzling for me because this is actually the opposite way to what I'm looking at. Is it possible? Do you think maybe we could just flip that? Oh god, that's a bit annoying now, isn't it? Oh god. Hey, there we go. This will hurt my brain a little less because now it's the same way. Let's just focus. Yeah, so this is what we are going to be replacing, is this. So, take it out. So actually this is 2 discs, because this is the extended cut and the theatrical cut. Yeah, it's not awful. I don't normally buy movies that have cases like this because I don't like them, but this was like £5, so I was like, screw it, I want to own Superman. I'll admit, when I first bought it, because of the 2 covers and it said 2 film collection, I actually thought this was Superman 1 and 2, and then got home and was really disappointed when they were both just Superman. But it's fine, because I'm happy to have the extended cut. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Take a look at that. So that's our new printed one. And then if we're good, it'll all fit. I'm going to move over here, which means I might not be as audible. But if you can hear me, then I'm getting my little guillotine, which is this. Good investment, this, if you want to get into making Blu-rays. Like, you can do it with scissors, but I've never been impressed with my results from using scissors. You never get, like, a perfectly straight result with scissors, which always upsets me. Whereas a guillotine, you know, you get, like, a perfect result pretty instantly. So long as you don't fuck up, because if you fuck up, like, once, then that's, like, the whole thing ruined. I'm now realizing that I fucked up a little bit on the back, so we might have to reprint this. Yeah, because I've just cut off the bottom. I mean, I don't care about that text. Like, honestly, I could just cut it. But we'll check the fit first before we reprint, because if there's another mistake, we don't want to make it twice. So yeah, like so. So aside from the back here getting cut off a little bit when I didn't mean it to, this should be fine. So let's do a test fit. I'm actually gonna move it back a little bit and then move it down a little bit, just because this is here. So let's try a little test fit. Yeah, spine fits pretty well, front looks pretty good. Yeah, what do you think of that? That's too far back. Yeah, what do you think of that? So we've got Superman on the side. The back is the same because I scanned these in a very high quality, so the backs of these should look near enough identical, but then I've changed the spine. I didn't like this spine. I thought the logo was a little too small and it's just too much shit. And then the front is really where I had issues, so I changed the front. And I'm quite happy with that. I'm just gonna like do a little thorough investigation. Yeah, really like the front. The Blu Ray logo needs to be lifted, so actually all the spine assets are slightly off. The fit there's a little bit off, and I wonder if that's a mistake on my part or not. Yeah, that looks fine. So yeah, this back bit needs to do something with that. I might just remove it, to be frank, because it's just a bunch of random fucking text. Yeah, it's just like the trademarks and the copyrights. So I don't really need it, and it'll be a pain in the ass to resize it. Need to raise the spine. Good thing to always check, actually, is how it looks between other films. Because you can... Because that's how you really know if the spine's aligned, is if you can see, like, right there, you can see a little bit of the back cover bleeding through. And the solution to that would actually be to make that a little smaller, so I can cut more of this side off. Or make the spine a little thicker, which I might make the spine a little thicker. Yeah, I'm gonna just make the spine. I'm gonna make the red come over a little bit more. But otherwise, pretty good. Pretty good. I just need to check the print quality. Yeah, I need to boost clarity and saturation a little bit on the back, because you can... I don't know how well you can see that on camera, but this one's a little less saturated than the actual one, so let's make some of these changes and reprint it. So if we come back over to here, immediate first things to do is adjust this spine, because I don't... Just careful, I literally just want it to come over like ever so slightly more, like barely any more than it was. Like so. And then we'll just realign the rest of that stuff. This, and this. I've not selected the right things. This, and this. All need to be raised a little bit. Yeah, you can see actually right here, I did put it under the cut line. Or did I? I think I've actually misaligned it. Yeah, I misaligned the cut line actually. That's a fuck up completely on my part. That would actually explain why that happened. Yeah, because now I'm looking at it, it's a little short. Yeah, no, I fucked that up. In theory, that should fix it. Does mean our front cover's a little small now, but that's a very easy fix. We'll just do that. I'm now thinking these could do with being realigned slightly. Move that back down a tad. Yeah, okay, so let's just do a little bit of color work on this back image. So the first thing we're going to add is clarity, because I find that helps to kind of make some of the text pop. I scan these in at quite high resolution so they don't look bad. But you can see here, this just kind of helps it pop a tad bit more than it does otherwise. I might turn that down a bit actually. And then we're just going to add a brightness contrast to this. We're going to up the contrast quite a bit. Probably not going to touch the brightness all too much. Might lower the brightness a tad. Yeah, it just helps it pop a little more. I'm actually going to lower the contrast a tad. Because it didn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. But we just want it to look slightly better. Yeah, there we go. You can see the shadows are quite a bit more pronounced now than they were before. Okay, yep, that's good. Let's print another. And then for future reference, put the damn paper in before you hit print, otherwise the printer don't like you. Okay. Yep. And then that happens because I didn't put the printer in. The paper in. Guys, hear that? It's the wonderful, wonderful sound of printers doing stuff. I don't know what it's doing, but it makes a lot of noises. Oh, it's going. It's going. Let's go back over this. So we're going to move that over. Clean up our rubbish a little bit. I should really have prepared something for rubbish. So let's take this sleeve out. We'll just put that over there. So this is what we currently have, and we are hopefully about to get a better one. Are you taking the piss? Actually, no, this is good. Cancel printing. I'm going to cancel printing because it's really fucking annoying me that the Superman logo is off-centered. This is like really actually annoying me now that I've noticed it. I'm willing to bet all of these are off-centered. See, you're telling me that it's centered, but I don't believe you. Be honest with me, please. I'm actually going to make the Blu-ray logo a little bigger. Right, this. Now he's bloody centered. What if I just put these next to each other? Will you believe me now? Yes. There we go. Now that one looks a bit bloody off too. I actually want the DC logo to be bigger than the Warner Brothers logo, because fuck you, Warner Brothers. Do Warner Brothers even make this movie? I'm checking. Did Warner Bros. Make Superman 1978? Okay. They actually did, yeah. They distributed. Though it was physically produced by Alexander and... How do you say that? Liar? Salkind independent production companies rather than Warner Bros. Itself. Well, that's enough for me to say fuck you, Warner Bros. And just take that logo off. Doesn't that look better? Yes, I agree, everybody. Everything looks better without the stain of Warner Brothers. Control P and print. That was a bit of a rant about Warner Brothers. I don't hate Warner Brothers movies, but I do hate Warner Brothers. I really do. Their management is absurd, frankly. I mean, just look at Wildy versus Coyote versus Acme. You needn't look further as to why Warner Brothers is a bunch of tits. Got my Luxable. I'm actually gonna have that on my lap. I like my Luxable. It's fluffy. You know, well, that's Brendan. I'll talk a little bit about this. I did this one earlier today. This is one of the projects that helped inspire this video I'm working on. This is the How to Train Your Dragon box set. I hate this. I think it's really ugly. That cover is dreadful. And the case, I've taken the discs out, but I don't like this style of case where the discs are like overlaid on top of each other. Because like you have to take discs out to reach other discs, and it's like... I'm always really paranoid about them getting scratched by these pegs. So yeah, I hate this. I've always hated this. So I took it upon myself and I actually did this one earlier. Original poster on the cover. I'm very big on having original posters. The back is the same. The side is pretty similar. I kept the white, but I used the proper logo. And then inside we just have a normal 3-disc setup that isn't going to damage my discs. And I can get to each one easily. Now, yes, this one is 3 discs. This one was 4 discs because it has a 3D copy of the third movie, which I don't need. I don't watch 3D Blu-ray. I think it's a bit shit. So, yeah. That's for the bin, frankly. I'm probably never going to use that case. Oh! Superman! It's done. Have a go at this, shall we? I wish I had more space. Yep, let's just start cutting shit. So, let's line that up. Yep, and this time we have not cut off the text, so already a victory in my books. Got a little bit of a trim that side. Yep, not bad. And we'll do the top, which I have a little bit more grey on than I did the bottom. Oh, I cut a little bit more off then, but that's fine, because I've not lost anything important. And then we just have this little edge here. Perfect. Oh, isn't that beautiful? And then we'll get this up, put that somewhere. I'll just put rubbish over there for now, clean it up later. So let's get it in. It's not fitting quite as well. It's a little bit more snug. but that's not usually a problem, so long as it still fits. No, yeah, this edge here is, yeah. Yeah, no, that front edge needs to be a little smaller. This is where we bring the scissors in and hope that we don't fuck it up. Oh god, please cut straight. I don't want to have to reprint this because of a bad cut. You may be wondering, why don't I just put it through the guillotine again? Well, the guillotine is really bad for making really small cuts. It will just kind of mash up this edge in a very unflattering way, which is why we prefer not to do it. Already that feels a little better. Just taking that little bit off. Ah, but the cut's not nice. See, this is why I don't fucking like it, because the cut's never bloody straight. Yeah, we might be reprinting this. Again, it doesn't look bad. It's pretty close. I'm noticing though, I'm still getting a little bit of that back edge, so maybe I actually want to cut more of the back off. Yeah. Yeah, we're going again. Oh, I hate this shit. Yeah, I think this back needs to come in a little bit, so let's just... Oh, we can actually pull it in loads. Yep, and then this border here. We're gonna bring it in like so. I don't mind if the back's like a little shy of filling the back cover. Like, I think that's fine. So long as the front looks good, that's more important to me than the back. So normally I'd prefer to cut more of the back off than the front, because normally the front fits pretty well. Although we can cut a little bit more of that front edge off, just like a little bit, because this image is very good for that. And this time I'm going to put the bloody paper in first. Oh, yeah, got it. Save, and let's check all my settings are the same. Yes, they are. Okay, print. Not too shabby. And the printer is off again. Yep. Doing pretty good. Go back over. I should have got like a box or a bag or something to put rubbish in. Right, just bin that completely. And then hope we don't use these again. I don't like, if I can avoid using scissors for these things, I will, because scissors is what tends to ruin them. It's fine, we're having a great time. It's a bit warm in here. I wish I had a fan. What's the temperature? It's only 17. It's really warm. Okay. I can see the green line moving, which makes me think you can hear the printer. It's off. Okay, round 3. Let's hope this fares a little bit fucking better than the last 2. That could have been a bad mistake. Okay. Next one. Huzzah. Edge 2. Okay, we did a little bit extra there, which is fine. Am I a little too obsessive about these small details? Yeah, I am, but it's, you know, my mentality has always been, if I'm not gonna do it to the best of my ability, then why on earth am I even doing it to begin with? You know, that's kind of what drives me to keep doing it again, you know? Oh god, how is that? That already feels a little tight. Oh, don't tell me it's too fucking big again. Oh. Have we got a fit? Ah, we have a fit. Yes. Look at that. We got it. Yeah, it's pretty good. Really fills out the front, fills out the back. We've got pretty good spine. I'm not seeing any bleed. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. Yeah, look at that. You can't really see much of the back cover like you could before. The logo is filled out nicely. I am very happy with how this has turned out. That's pretty good. You will believe a man can fly. Oh no, that's really close. Now, just doing those small adjustments to the back, that's like nearly exact. This red line's a little bit fuzzier, but Christopher Reeve looks pretty good. Obviously, this is always going to be clearer because this is the original images being printed, whereas this is just a scan, so it's never going to be perfect. But yeah, pretty happy with that. That's Superman. Done. What next? So we've done How to Train Your Dragon. We've done Superman. Spider-Man 2 is going on hold because I think I need to just scan in my Blu Ray cover or figure something else out. So Spider-Man 2 is going on hold. Why don't we do Dirty Harry? Yeah, or we can do Constantine, I suppose. Well, have a go at I'm not certain if I'm going to be able to, if I'm going to like my Constantine, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go for sure. Let's do save as. Oh no! Bloody hell! No, fuck off. Constantine. And before anybody tells me, yes, I know it's Constantine. But in this movie they do call him Constantine. I've just read this. I'm making a physical media copy of Inanimate Insanity 2, the movie, on Blu-ray. What do you think? That's pretty fun. I've not heard of that movie, I'll be very honest with you, but it sounds like a good time. So I'm very for that. Any plans for said Blu-ray release? Like, got like an idea for the cover or stuff like that? Like, are you making the Blu-ray from scratch, or is this? Well, I'd assume so. You should be making a Blu-ray. But that would be cool. Actually, no, you didn't say Blu-ray. You just. Oh no, you did say Blu-ray. A physical media copy. Yeah. No, it's fun. I like it. That's what I'm doing. Constantine! Here he is. Constantine. As he's actually called in the books, but the movie got it wrong, I guess. Well, I guess you could just say Constantine is the American version, because in the books he's British. Well, he's English, but then in the movie he's fucking Keanu Reeves, so it's like he's not very English. I do enjoy this movie for its many faults. It's a fun movie. I think it could be a better Constantine, but again, I can live with it. I'm actually going to keep the border on while I fuck around with this. Yeah, that's a pretty good fit. Pretty immediately. Now this one is a fun one, because I actually did not buy this movie for... Oof. I want to say the 4K came out 2020, like the start of 2025, and I didn't buy it until like last month or the month before, because frankly, it was because I'm gonna show it. I hate this Blu-ray cover. I think it's really shit. Like it's, you know, it's like a decent Photoshop or whatever, but like as a design, it's so boring and it's so bland. The side's fine. I like the side, and the back's fine. I like that the back's kind of got that image of him reaching up. But that front cover is so weak. And a big reason as to why I hate that front cover is because of how good the original poster is. Which immediately found... This poster, in my opinion, this is an all-time great movie poster. And they never use it. They never put it on any of the Blu-rays. They never do anything with it. I think the only like physical media this poster has ever appeared on is like the fucking soundtrack or something. And it's like genuinely amazing, and it really upsets me that it never gets used. So yes, that is like... Oh, I don't know what that does. This immediately, that's what I want on this poster. You know, I want this... Shit, I've changed the setting and I don't know how to change it back. And I'm planning on having it include a 5.1 upmix DTS master audio soundtrack and the original stereo mix, over 90 minutes of bonus features, captions, and more. And I'm making it from scratch. Damn! That's fucking crazy. Like, really cool stuff, actually. What kind of programs are you using for making your Blu-rays? I'm going to assume a fancier one than the one I use. Sorry, I'm just a little puzzled as to what the fuck I've done right now. Click to canvas, that's it. I'm going to assume because my software is pretty basic, and I'd imagine to do all the stuff you're on about, you probably want something a little more advanced. I'm not gonna lie, I think I can just kind of cheat with this one. Because, like, it is actually just black. Like, I could just... Would you look at that? This might be the easiest cover I've ever made, which is great. It's not that, is it? I've accidentally put these in the spine. Actually, I've put all of this in the spine. Oh, get out the spine. I don't know what this is. I'm just going to delete it. And then this is, that's still not the fucking... Where's the bloody spine? No, what is that? Oh, I changed it with... Why the fuck did I change it with that? Oh, because it's a gradient. Sometimes I do question my own stupidity. I really do. But yeah, I'd love to know what programs you're using to make your Blu-ray menus and all that. Because, like, I quite like Yuhan, but I'm very frustrated with how limited Yuhan feels as like a menu designer. Can I look at the link? I don't see a link. Did you send a link? I don't see one. That's not going to be a fucking PNG, is it? You're such a bastard. Oh, that's a PNG. Adobe Encore. I've never actually tried Encore. Can Encore actually do Blu Rays? I was under the impression it only really did DVDs. But I'll admit, I never really looked into it. I did send one. I don't see a link. I feel like I'm going crazy. I have this chat open in 2 places and I do not see a link. I'm half convinced that my YouTube chat isn't set to enable links or some shit like that. That sounds like something YouTube would do. What am I doing? Cut this out. Yeah, no, never used Encore. I was aware it was a thing, but in order to use it, you have to pirate it because they don't do it anymore. And I've had enough of pirating Adobe software in my life. I've done it. Yeah, you have to 7Cs to get it. I had enough of trying to pirate Adobe shit. I have no patience for it anymore. So, yeah. So I want Constantine right there. And now, this is a first for me, because this is the first film. Actually, this is the first cover I've ever designed for a 4K Blu-ray. So, 4K Blu-ray logo. I've never done one of these before. Everything else I've done is just a Blu-ray. Is that it? I don't much like how that looks. I mean, I'd love it if more programs existed to design. I could just use that one, couldn't I? Yeah, I think more programs should exist to design Blu-ray menus and stuff. And I'm sure Encore was probably fine. But I am not pirating Adobe, because every time I pirate Adobe, it makes me want to rip my hair out, because they do something that pisses me off. Constantine, 4K Ultra HD. Do all 4Ks write it that way on the spine? What does this one do? Yeah, that one does it. That one doesn't even have it. Does it? Am I going fucking... No, that one just has the normal Blu-ray. Oh, no, it does have it. Okay, it has it on the normal one. Yeah, okay. They always write it lengthwise. I mean, it makes sense because all the other text is lengthwise. I don't know if I want to add the DC logo, to be honest. You know what? Actually, I will add the DC logo. I'm going to add the DC logo. I'm going to add the fucking 2000s DC logo because that one rocks. Transparent. Yes, this one. I want this exact logo. I think this would have been the logo at the time of this film's making, which is even better. Color overlay. Let's make it white. And we'll just put it down there. DC. I feel like the Constantine logo should maybe be... No, I'm going to keep it higher, but then make the 4K logo maybe a little smaller. Or I could put it... Yeah, I might put it beneath, actually. Scale it back up. Because I've seen a few films do it where it's beneath, and I kind of like it more beneath. Like that. I've just noticed there's a thunderstorm outside. That's fun. I'm going to keep that pretty small. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not loving it. I might go back to it at the top, actually. Yeah, I'm going to go back to it at the top and make it... Yeah, keep it small. and then just lower the main text. So we have Constantine, old DC logo, 4K Ultra HD. I don't really know what else to do with this. I don't really like overdoing my Blu-ray menus. I like keeping it pretty simple, to be honest. Like, I could add the Warner Brothers logo, but I hate Warner Brothers, so I kind of don't want to, out of spite. Fuck, I've just noticed the back image doesn't actually fill up the old damn space. Okay, yeah, that works. Constantine. I'm now actually just thinking, this Blu-ray I have actually has a much thinner spine. Let me just compare this, because I don't want to... I'm now just thinking that is a way thinner spine than a normal one, so let's take this out, like so. Compare it to a normal sleeve. Yeah, that is definitely smaller. Not by a lot, but it is noticeable. So let's try and account for that somewhat. The logo is way too big to fit on the smaller side, so let's just make that smaller. Same with the DC logo. And then I think I'm gonna bring in that and then bring that back a tad. If I need to cut a little bit extra off this side, I think that's fine. I think I'm actually gonna move the poster over a tad, and then we just cut more off the sides to account for the size difference. So I'm just gonna move that in. We'll move that one in as well. Keep it small because I don't want to replace the case, so we'll keep in the case. Yeah, I think we just have to try a print of this and see how I feel about it. So let's get paper. Is this where I make a discovery that there's a better poster on the other side? No. Okay. It's printing, guys. Woo! Let's go back over to here. Yeah, so Superman's there. Let's move these off. Move these to the side. So yeah, again, that's the current one, and we're going to replace it. What does this look like on this film? Oh, that's pretty good actually. I rate that as a disc design. That's pretty good. I've had a lot of newer like studio releases have really boring discs, which is upsetting. But that's a good one. I have a disc. I might show it later if anybody cares. But I have a really good Batman Blu-ray disc where it's like, I think it's like pad printed, but they have like the bare metal top and they let like the text show through as the silver, so it really shines. It looks so good. One that does upset me actually. We'll go back to Spider-Man briefly. So we got right here. This is the Blu-ray on top. If I open that, gorgeous disc design, looks fantastic. Absolutely love it. The 4K with the ugly cover, and it's like, you know, it's not awful. You know, that's the normal Blu-ray. I don't love it. And then the 4K is just fucking boring. It's literally just black with the title. It's like they didn't even try. And like that's really disappointing to me. Like at least on this one, they put a fucking picture on it. But when you compare it to the regular Blu-ray, this just looks so much better. And I think this might be the same as what they had on the old DVDs. I can't remember. I haven't had the DVDs in a while. It's still printing. I thought it finished. But yeah, that's something that really upsets me. Is how 4Ks don't get good discs anymore. I don't love the How to Train Your Dragon discs. Like, they're not awful, but they feel very lazy. Like, it's literally just like the most. It's just like a PNG against a flat color, and I think like all DreamWorks movies have like that, and they do that for the covers, and it's really lazy and really boring. Is this finished? Yes, this is finished. Aha! Here we have Constantine. Hopefully a little nicer of a poster. Let's find out. Let's do some cutting. Slice. My first 4K cover. Very exciting. Hopefully we have the size right. I probably should have done a paper test, which is something I've done before, where I just printed out on normal paper so I don't waste my nice paper. And I usually do that in black and white to save on ink. Something I should probably do for like all my Blu-rays. Ah, fuck. See that? A little bit of red. Missed a bit. I'll try hand cutting it, but we've proven that I'm not very good at hand cutting. Ah, and I missed a bit on this one as well. Oh no. Right, we'll try and see if we can fix these, but I'm not super confident in my ability. Okay, that doesn't look terrible. Oh, it's really going out there. I don't know if you guys can hear, but there's like a lot of rain. I think there's a bit of a thunderstorm. There has been like thunderstorm warnings like for the past few days. Oh, there's like a little bit of white right there. Yeah. Okay, we got it. To be fair, I might get away with this because it is just black and it's against a black case. So maybe it will look fine. And then here's the moment of truth. Oh, definitely feels a bit snug. It's not going in very well. This I don't know how much this microphone can even hear me. Let's have a go. Oh, that's not bad as fits go. It's not bad. I think I'm going to reprint it though, because very annoyingly I made the spine thinner because the spine is thinner, and I can already tell there's quite a bit of bleed now on that spine, which I don't love. And I could probably do with taking a little more off the front, but I'll just do a better cut next time. Like I don't need to change the file for that, but the front looks great. Like, it doesn't show up super well on camera. You can't see as much of the detail, but the print has come out pretty well on that. It's a great cover. The spine looks pretty good. The back looks... I mean, is there a lot of bleed? Maybe I'll get away with this. I mean, there is... yeah, it's a little bit of bleed. It doesn't look too bad on camera, because it's dark a bit in person. It's a bit more noticeable. Honestly though, that's not bad. And the spines... oh no, you know what, that's piss take, because the 4K part is like dead on center, and then the Constantine logo feels a bit high. And then the DC logo also feels centered, but the Constantine logo doesn't. Yeah, okay, I think we're gonna go again. I'm also using DTS HD Master Audio Suite for the DTS soundtrack for my 2-movie Blu-ray, and you can't get it publicly, so you also have to sell the 7Cs for that too. Oh, so you're doing the, like, updated sound mix yourself? I'm not gonna lie, I just, like, assumed you would have just, like, found that with whatever rip of the movie you're using. I don't know. I've never had to update like a movie sound mix, so I can't imagine it's easy, but I've never done it. Yeah, it's really pissing me off now that that's like really high. It feels a little bit. Yep. Oh wow. God. What program did you say it was? Using DTS HD Master Suite. Yeah. Aye aye. Aye aye, Captain. A pirate's life for me. Amazingly, despite the business I'm in, I do not sail the 7Cs very often. I don't really like doing it. I have way too much paranoia about it, so I usually get other people to do it for me. That's like, so like if I need to like sail the seas to get a movie, I don't do it myself. I get somebody else to do it for me. I trust his system more than I trust the websites. Okay, calling that good, and we are going to print again. Very, very slight adjustments. But considering I've never done a fit in this size case, I was pretty fucking close the first time. I'm pretty proud of that I got so close with that. Annoyingly, the things I made a mistake on is the things that I changed, trying to account for it, whereas if I just left it the same, it would have been fucking fine. Hindsight is the winner. Why are you here? Move. It's really bad angle for that. They have that. Yeah, that paper's a little thinner than mine. Okay, so we're gonna bend that, and we're just gonna go again. I think I might do Dirty Harry next, because that is a cover that actually, you know what, we'll do Spider-Man next. Yeah, we'll do one of the Spider-Mans, because I have 2 other Spider-Man movies I want to do. We have, you know, I'll get them up right here at the bottom. We have Far From Home and Homecoming, and I'm sure if I owned No Way Home, it would also be in this video, but I don't own it because I don't like it. I do like these movies, especially Homecoming. I really like Homecoming, but I do not like this cover. And I enjoy Far From Home. That cover, I think, might be a hate crime against Spider-Man, really. Like, that's an awful poster. It's terrible. Don't like it. There's one... It's so lazy. It's literally just like we threw, like, some of our renders into Photoshop and called it a day. It's so lazy, and I'm not a fan. So we'll do those 2 next. Because I actually really like the spines on these. So I might try and keep the spines and just replace the front cover, because that's the only part I don't like. I actually do like the spines. Okay. Constantine. Take 2. We're going to try and get slightly straighter cuts this time. Immediately, much better cut than we had before. Yeah, and this one can be a little off so long as we don't leave any of the fucking grey like last time. Hey, it's pretty good. We undershot it a little bit, but that's fine. And here we want a really good cut here, because that edge isn't perfectly fucking straight. So are. And voila! We have Blu-ray. And then in theory, this should fit pretty well in this sleeve. Yeah, already it goes in a lot smoother than it did the first time. Yeah, that is pretty good. That is not a very straight cut, but you can't really see because it's black on black. So I'm actually okay with that. The spine looks a lot better. The fit feels pretty good. And then if we could put it between... Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's like no bleed now, which is great. You couldn't really see bleed before on camera, but I could see the bleed, and it was really upsetting me. The logo looks much straighter as well on the spine. So yeah, I call that a success. So to recap, I did this one off camera earlier today. This was the first one I did. Then we did Superman. And then we did Constantine 4K. Beautiful. Let's switch gears. Let's do some Marvel. Let's start with Homecoming. Let's move back over. Yep. So pretty happy with that. I'm thinking these Spider-Man ones should actually be pretty easy because I just want to replace the front. I don't want to replace the back or the side. Like, I contemplated doing a bunch of work on actually no, we're not going to use this one. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna save this one out. Homecoming. Yes, because this one is a little better. I should actually be able to just delete like everything from this. Yes, that's what we want. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to leave that spine in. Homecoming. I have a very lovely scan of it right here. Sorry. I didn't mean to cough into the mic. Like I say, I love the spine. I think the spine's great. I don't care for all these very obnoxious reviews on the back, but I don't feel like removing it. I might have a quick go, but I feel like it would just piss me off more to try and remove it, so we're just not even going to bother. Now what is going to be tricky is OBS disconnected. It said that a bunch in my last stream as well, but I'm hoping it hasn't disconnected. Reconnection successful. Hopefully that means we're okay. Yeah, see, this spine is a lot thinner than my spine, but hopefully that'll be okay. The border's on. I might just make it a little... I'm noticing the spine on this is way thinner. I don't know. I haven't got my sizes like exact. To be fair though, I don't think real Blu-rays are as tall as my Blu-rays. I think because I like really making them fit. Okay, well that's lined up pretty well. So what we'll do is we'll lift this up to there, and we will just get the damn cover. So Spider-Man. Right here, Homecoming. And it's the same fucking poster. Immediately. Awful. So gross. And then, right there, that's the poster we want, because that's a great poster. Like, genuinely fantastic. Big fan. It's super nice. And, oh, it fits, like, fucking perfectly. What more could you ask for, genuinely? Perfect fit. Like, lift it up a little bit so the full title's in there, and it's like, yeah, basically done. I'm just gonna lift that up a little bit so that it fits. I'm gonna lower it down a little bit so it fits like that. Yeah. And then honestly, we moved that top border down a little bit, I think. Really, that's just to help with cutting. And then in theory, that should be a very easy print. I'm going to lift that up a little bit more. It's a little bit annoying because we are cropping out Avengers Tower a tad, but I really don't care too much. I mean, that's the poster. I mean, I didn't actually look at other posters. We'll see if there's another good one, but that is my favourite poster. It's like the one good one. Yeah, most of these are shit. That one's pretty good, actually. I don't hate this one. Is that a different framing? Yes, it is actually. This one's actually a bit wider. But it also looks a lot lower resolution. I mean, okay, it's not that much smaller, but it is a bit smaller. But we'll see, because if I can get a better fit with this one, where we see more tower. Annoyingly, no, because the logo's actually smaller on that one. Although I guess we could do it like that. Although actually I could just do that on this one. Bring this down till you see the tower. And then we could just actually... Yeah, okay, I have an idea. We're going to then lift this up. Scale this bit down, like so. And then, do you know what would be great is if I actually lowered that opacity so that I could bloody see what I'm doing. So we do that. Okay. Do this. And then I think if I use that then as a mask. Yeah, not bad, not bad. We'll try something else there quick. Try something else where we can try a bit of in painting to just kind of remove this whole logo. That's pretty close. And then if we just kind of do that a bunch. Okay, what if I just do that? Okay. Yeah. Right, that's not bad. And then if we bring this back in, this is really... Take off the clipping mask. And we'll do a freehand lasso. Then this way we can get pretty close with it. And we do a little bit of refine, or we do a bit of a feather. Okay, maybe not that much of a feather, but a little bit of a feather. And then clip. That works pretty well, and then that way we get the whole image, we get the logo. Not too shabby. I'm going to move it over a little bit, like so, just because it fills that corner a little better. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, all things considered. And then I'm going to make copies of these and hide them, because then what I can do is merge selected. Where the fuck is in painting? It's right there, and we're just going to do a bit of in painting right there, just to help make it even smoother. It's pretty flawless there, but we'll just do it anyway. Oh, don't like that. Yeah, that's not working, is it? Yeah, that just makes it all even smoother. Oh, we'll try that. I quite enjoy that, to be honest. Let's get some paper. Put the paper in the printer. And print. And hope that it doesn't fuck up. You know what, before I did that, I really should have tried to see if I could get rid of this fucking Rotten Tomatoes logo. That's like that's the main thing that really fucking annoys me about this. I don't know how well this is gonna work. Probably not very well. I can't imagine this will work well, but we'll try it. Yeah, that's pretty hideous. We'll just leave it. I can't be bothered to deal with it right now. It's fine. And I like the rest of the back, outside of the Guardian review. Fuck that shit. I don't know why, Sony always seems to put reviews of their movies on the bloody Blu Rays. It just feels so insecure of them. Yeah, we are just printing right now. We've got a bit of a rubbish pile around him. That's fine. Let's look at this. It's I found this out. This has a comic book in it. I had no idea this was in this until I got this out the other day. I've had this for years, but I've had this since No Way Home came out. That's actually a really nice disc that I've never appreciated, but good disc. Yeah, and then there's your existing sleeve. I've now just thought I probably should have tampered with the colours a bit before printing, but here is our Blu Ray. A quick compare. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's a little bit soft. You can see there that Homecoming is a bit soft to what it should be. I'm like half thinking about just kind of cutting out the front and putting it in, but we'll see. Do a test fit. Just make sure it fucking lines up before I cut. Let's not get lazy now. Yeah, pretty good. Also pretty good. Ah, no, that's a bad cut. That's a really bad cut, actually. That's really off. Oh, piss. My phone is buzzing. That's an even worse cut. Oh my god. Oh, I'm really fucking up these cuts. What dork. Oh no, yeah, these cuts are really bad. It's a really bad cut. Oh fucking god. Oh, that's dreadful. Okay, I think I saved that one for this one. Oof. Oh, that's terrible, that is. Oh, I might have just saved that. That looks okay. That looks okay. That might be the best cutting we've done today with the scissors. Because I have been fucking diabolical with scissors today. Yeah, really bad cuts right there. Really bad for me. Yeah, that's a pretty decent fit. It's not amazing. It's not terrible. Actually, the back's a bit wrinkly. It's a little oversized. But, to be honest, after printing it, I've now, like... What if I just, like... took this... like so... I've never done this before. We're trying something. Yeah, what if I literally just replaced the cover? Like that. Like, I don't even like have to glue it. Like, I could glue it, but I don't really want to glue it. But I think I could honestly just slip it in and call it a day. Which honestly would be like really great for me if this works. Honestly, that's not bad. Slipping in. It's a little bit much on that spine. But I think that's because it's a little oversized, but like that works pretty fucking well, to be honest. Also the bottom is, yeah, it's horribly oversized, to be honest, but it's pretty close. Do you know what would be good if I had just like a little bit of like tape? If I could just like tape it down, temporarily speaking, and then I could just cut that top edge off. That'd do it pretty well. Just like some little double-sided tape. I don't have any little double-sided tape, which is very frustrating for me. Like that, you know, that's pretty good. Like that. It's just getting it in and then getting it to stay where I want it to stay. That is so ungodly close. There's a little bit of a gap, but it's so small that I'm really kind of contemplating just leaving it. Yeah. That feels a little bit much now on that bit. I'm like half convinced I should just glue it down. Yeah, okay, we're gonna glue it. We're gonna glue it. Let's get some glue. Good question would be, where the fuck is the glue? I don't know. Oh, don't knock the fucking camera too much. Turning big light on. Woo! Let's take that. Oh, I could have swore I had fucking glue. Oh, I killed the dog. Oh, glue stick. Oh, do. There we go. Yeah, I'm gluing this shit down. I might as well. It's not like I really like the original anyway. Can't exactly ruin it. I'm just gonna do like little bits of glue. I don't want to over glue it. Oh no, I don't like how that's gone down. Let's peel it off and go again. Luckily, this material is pretty slick, so it does come off pretty easily. Yeah, sorry, I'm not providing a commentary. I'm just like really like focused in on gluing this down. I think that's gone on pretty decently. I'm going to do a bit more glue in the corner. But like that's pretty good. Let's do a little bit more on this corner as well. Like so. Yeah. That's on there pretty fucking good. And then we'll just do a little bit of glue up over on here just to keep it down, as it were. Not a lot of glue, you know. Don't need to over glue it. Just a little bit, just to keep it on, keep it straight. Now if we put it back in. Normal Blu Ray covers going so much easier than my covers do. I think it's just because mine are a little thicker of a material. And yeah, voila! Look at that. Got the exact same spine, exact same back. Because it is the same spine and it is the same back, but it is a much nicer cover. I cannot show you the before and after because I glued it on. But yeah, I am much happier with that for a Blu-ray cover. That's way better, in my humble opinion. Should we do it again? For no, Far From Home. Far From Home. That's for the bin. That's for the bin. Okay, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Save as Far From Home, like so. Delete. And again with this, we are just keeping the back and spine, so I'll probably just glue it on again. Like so. That didn't do anything, did it? Oh, I moved the fucking template. Yeah, so we just kind of need to line it up for reference, but we don't need to like line it up super well. Not as well as I lined up the last one, because we're probably just not going to keep most of it. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's actually pretty spot on. It might even be a little better than the last one. Yeah, that's fun. Oh, my phone is being a dick. Right, yep, there we go. Let's call that a day. Because again, we're not super in love with it. So let's just do that. Perfect. Now I need to find a poster. I hope there are good posters for this movie. I'm not sure I've actually seen any. But we will hope. You will post. I mean, that's not bad immediately. I quite like this one. This one's okay. I don't love it. It's too similar to the back of Homecoming. This one's pretty good. Just that's a good picture. But at the minute, I'm definitely leaning towards the face with all the stickers. Oh, that one. I do enjoy that one. Yeah, that one's a lot of fun right there. Or even one of these like 2D ones. That one's really cool. Ooh, I've got a lot of options with this one that I wasn't expecting. It's so frustrating that they actually made good posters for this movie. Even that's really good. Where he's in the airport. That one's a bit shit. There's actually like a lot of good posters for this movie. That one's I saw that one on a lot of Blu Rays when it came out. That one's pretty good. Yeah, I rate that. There's like actually a lot of good choices right now that I'm struggling with. I don't get this one with the Avengers logo. I think that's a bit shit. Oh, this Mysterio one's good. One with Mysterio would be nice, to be fair. Because Mysterio is the best part of that movie. But it's finding a good one with Mysterio. Oh, that one's diabolical. That's shit. That one's not bad again. There's definitely choice. There's a lot of choice. God, they love remaking this image, don't they? See, that one's really cool, but it looks really low res. That's not bad. We're gonna put a pin in that. Yeah, I don't hate that one, so we'll put a pin in that. Let's go back up. Make some decisions. Ooh, that's not the best one of that. This image definitely looks better cropped in. Wait. No, it looks really weird in this image. It looks a lot faker, and I don't know why, because it's the same image. But from afar, it looks terrible. These Mysterio ones. Is it the same Mysterio one? Yeah, so you got this one. It's a bit low res, it's a bit shit. Probably not gonna do this one. Even though I don't mind it. Let's go with... I don't much like the coloured one, but I do kind of rate this design. But I think the text gets very lost in it. But I really like the comic booky composition. It's not bad. I don't hate this, to be fair. That one's not bad. I think it's a bit bland, but the suit's great and the pose is great. No, I don't like that one. That one's a bit terrible. We're not going to do that because that's a little too generic. I feel like it's got to be this one. Because it's like the only one that kind of gets the whole point of the movie. Where it's all about traveling. Well, it's not about traveling, but like the kind of big selling point of the movie was the traveling. And like, yeah, it fits really well. immediately on the cover. It fits quite well. Noticing a pattern here, how the better posters fit really fucking well. Okay, well that's one idea that I quite like, is this one. Honestly, I'm starved for choice. No, I'm not starved for choice. I've got too much choice right now. Okay, we're not gonna do that one. Definitely not gonna do that one. How does this one look? Because I do kind of vibe with that, in all honesty. I actually do enjoy it. Doesn't fit great, and looking at it on a cover, not great, no. So, eliminated. What about you, good sir? Quite low res in comparison to some of these other ones. The logo's cut off, which is good, because I'd probably rather not have that shitty logo. This one has Mysterio on, and it's a really good composition. It's a really fun image. Yeah, I quite like both, to be honest. That's a tough one. That is a tough one, for sure. Hello, new person. I don't know how far the stream is delayed by. Which cover do you think is better? This comic booky one, or the one with all the stickers? I quite like both, and I'm really struggling to think which one I prefer. That's actually really getting to me. I'm not gonna lie. I don't normally struggle this much to decide, but I am struggling. Oh god, I don't know. I don't know. I might go with this one just because some stereos on it. I mean, that one is better. That one is better. That one's a bit generic, whereas that's really cool and comic booky. Yeah, we're gonna go with that one. We're gonna do it. I don't care. You can't stop me. The fucking printer. Ah. And then print. Boop. Let's go over to here. Blue. And this is the framework. I don't love that disc, to be honest. That's a bit shit. Like, he's on there twice at 2 different scales. Not a fan of that as a choice. Especially considering how good the disc on Homecoming was. That's quite disappointing. I think, yeah, we're gonna keep the back and we're gonna keep the spine. I actually really like the spine on this one because it's got a little Spider-Man hanging upside down, and I liked it so much I copied it for one of my Spider-Man Blu Rays that I designed. Yeah, so I'm gonna move that because I don't want to crush it. We will just wait for that to print. I've been doing this for 2 hours, and I still have a couple films left. I'm still not sure if I want to do Super 8. I'm deciding on whether or not I want to do that one. But we're definitely going to do Dirty Harry today, which I think is also a thinner Blu-ray. Is it the same size as Constantine? Yes, it is. Okay, so I'll start with Constantine as my base. Yeah, really. I'll rant about this later, but I have a lot of problems with this cover. I have a lot of problems with that. Reorder. Woo! Doing good, doing good. This is the first stream I've done by myself in a while. Yeah, but doing good, doing good. Ah, it's done. I actually put 2 sheets in. I didn't mean to do that. Here we go. Our cover, not bad. I'm just gonna have a quick look at how this printed. I'd say the rest of this printed a little better than the Homecoming one, but I still don't want to keep it. We'll just glue it on like I did with Homecoming, because I'd rather do that anyway. So let's get this off, and then we'll get this off. Much better cuts than last time. Oh god, were the cuts last time diabolical. And then we'll just get it right in the middle here. And yeah, we're not going to keep the back off, we're just going to keep this front bit and put this on there, like so. That's pretty good fit. A little bit excess on the bottom that we will mend. Let's just sort that. Hang on, I've had a text. No. Let's just do that very quick. This is going to be a tough one to get right, so let's just do a little bit of glue on this edge. And we're going to start from the top. Really going to line that up. Shit, it's a bit off. We're just gonna glue that down. Shit, it's a little bit in the wrong spot. Let's just peel it up. Let's try that again. I'm actually gonna rotate this around a little bit so I have the best view of it. Oh god, this is hard. I might try to overshoot it a tad, because we can always cut it off later. Yeah, okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now we're going to glue that down. And then we're just going to put a big blob at the end here. Flatten it out like so, and then cut off the excess. So there's a little bit of the original kind of spilling out from the front. We'll just cut that off. Like so. A little bit more that I've missed. Yeah, not bad. And then we just want to cut off a little bit. Do it from the other side. A little bit of our cover that's creeping this ugly head over. Cut that down. Yeah, yeah. Calling that done? Maybe. Oh yeah. Yeah, that is so much better. Again, we have the same side, we have the same back. Really still enjoyed this spine design. It's got a little bit of a lip because it's raised up now from where we've glued it on, but that front, oh, that really makes it. That's such an improvement. So then you see these side by side. Let's do it the proper order. My new MCU Spider-Man Blu Rays. which I think look a lot better than how I got them, which I can't show you because I do not have them anymore because I've glued over them. So yeah, a lot better in my opinion. There's a little bit of a white line you can see, but otherwise I think it's pretty fine. It's just because it's thicker, but yeah, I think that's a huge improvement. Personally, I'm very happy with that. You know, you know, ultimately this is all very opinionated. You know, you don't have to like the same kind of Blu-rays as me, but I like these more. So to recap today's effort, we did How to Train Your Dragon earlier. Well, I did that earlier today off screen. The How to Train Your Dragon trilogy. And then we did Superman, which has this very classic poster, new spine design, same back. And then we did Constantine, very simple but very elegant, very much like this original poster. And now we've done Homecoming and Far From Home. I actually really like how that one looks. I'm really happy I chose that poster. Now, let's talk about Harry. Let's talk about Harry. So this is Dirty Harry on 4K. This is a film I got very recently. Never seen it before I bought it. And I'll admit I almost didn't buy it because of how ugly this cover is. Like, this is genuinely diabolical. This is almost as bad as the Far From Home poster. Might be worse, to be honest. I mean, you know, the side is whatever, the back is whatever. It's very, very standard stuff, but that front, oh, it's terrible. It's such a good movie though, so I really wanted to give it some love in the cover department because I love this Blu-ray. I hate this cover, so let's fix it. Let's open up. We're gonna open Constantine because it has the same size case, so that's very helpful for me. So, Dirty Harry. And now we're not gonna replace anything on this one because I'm probably just gonna redo the spine. Like, the existing spine is fine, but it's not good enough for me to justify keeping it. My cat is now here. He's very confused by all the paper on the floor. This was the first scan I did, so it came in really lopsided. That's fine, we'll fix it. Let's just put it at the bottom. And we'll lower the opacity. Actually, we can just put it above this one, surely. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's still a little bit wonky. I want to say that's the right size. And then we just do that. Oh no, that's still very wonky. Oh, the cat now is on the PC. Get off of the PC, you menace. Oh, gotta open the door. Go. Thinks he can get more food out of me? Well, he's wrong. That still looks a little bit crooked. Again, this was like the first one I scanned in, so I hadn't actually figured out how to use the damn scanner yet when I did it. Let's make it smaller. No, it's still very crooked. I'm convinced it wasn't very flat when I scanned it. You know, for a thinner Blu-ray, it's really not fitting well. Make it ever so slightly bigger. Lift it up. And then that's pretty good fit. I don't know why there's two of these, but there is. I must have pressed a button. Yeah, I don't know why, but it still looks pretty crooked. How about now? Does that fit? Yeah, it's pretty good. And you know what? Let's just do a bit of... not that one. That's a mask. Let's just do a little bit of clarity. Just to kind of make that pop a little more than it would otherwise. Do a little bit of brightness contrast. Just up the contrast a tad. Really make it pop a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty good. The text scanned in pretty well considering. Yeah, we'll just go like that, and it has a black one. So I have not looked into the posters of this. There is a poster I know I want, but I don't know how to find it because it's the menu for the Blu-ray, and I really like it. In the menu screen, it's quite similar to this original poster, and I'm not against using the original poster because it's very good. That one's also pretty good. Like, there's some genuinely great posters for this movie. What is the Dirty Harry 4K menu art? I'm convinced it's like a new image. Oh, now I wish I got this one. That might be it. That might be the menu art, because that appears to be new 4K artwork. I'm not really pissed off I didn't get that cover. That's a lot better than that. I don't hate this. This one's pretty nice. So it's basically, do I want to go for like the original poster, or do I want to go for like one of these newer ones? So this appears to be the highest quality of the original, and that is pretty good. I'm a fan. Might have to cut off some of this stuff, but we keep most of it. And then this is like the new one. It's a bit clearer because this is like an analog poster. I quite like this one. I might just try the original, to be honest. No, we just... Let's not do that. Let's do that. Like so. And then we just resize the text. That's not bad. I dare say that's pretty decent. But let's try this other one as well. So is this, what does it look like on the Blu-ray? No, it's just that. Okay. So it's this one, but they like cut off the head. So I guess it's how do I prefer this one? That is pretty good, I won't lie. So I guess that's what it could look like, is this one or this one. I actually really like this one now that I'm looking at it. That one's really good. This feels a little more modern. This feels a little more Arrow Video. And then this one's like the original poster. And I do love the original poster. But I think this one might be a little more sleek for a contemporary Blu-ray release, I guess. I feel like this needs to come over slightly. Just literally the smallest amount. Oof. There's like just a little bit of white peeking out, and I'm like, I don't know why. I don't know why you're here. If I just pull it over like 1 pixel. Yeah, I might actually go with the newer poster. Because that kind of rocks. What's the spine look like? I don't like, yeah, the spine's very bleak. I feel like it needs whiter sort of spine. It needs like a brighter spine design. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna do a spine design. Warner Bros. Logo. Images. Let's go with this one. Oh. And we want color overlay. Doop. Thank you. And we're gonna scale all the way fucking down. I'm gonna move it all the way down here. Yeah. Pretty decent. Off the bat. Don't hate it. It's not bad. I guess what do I want to do with this typography then? What do I want to do with this? Because we have options. I mean, first of all, like, Harry, which I think I've written correctly. Let's move it over here. Dirty Harry. Yeah, okay. Your question would be, what font is Dirty Harry? Is likely Helvetica Black. Is that a font I have? Be very useful if I did. I appear not to have it. Is it easy to get? Proceed. Why is it every time I look for a fucking font, these links never bloody work? I mean, that's it, right there. Does that work? Oh, it does! Okay, let's just use that. Fuck everything else. Yeah, it's literally like exact. Oh yeah, that pops a lot more than the current one. The current one has this very bleak design that I am really not a fan of, to be completely honest. I'm not a big fan of the current Blu-ray spine because it's like such a dark color and it's so hard to see. It's so muted. Dirty Harry. I don't really know what else to put on it. Like, I feel like I should just keep it simple, to be honest, like that. Yeah, and then we've already kind of done. Oh wow, yeah, that's a pretty big difference for that back cover. Dirty Harry, Warner Brothers. I'm making the Warner Bros. Logo smaller because fuck you, Warner Bros. What you gonna do? Sue me? I mean, you could. For no real reason other than you want to, but I'm sure you could find a reason to sue me. And I'd rather you didn't because I'm broke. It's not like you get anything off me, frankly. I'm just kind of ranting to you right now, Warner Brothers. I hope you don't mind. I'm sure you do mind, but also, fuck you. Thankfully, nobody's watching this, so Warner Brothers ain't coming after me. Hehehe. That's pretty fucking good, I think. Shall we just print it and see if we like it? I think we should. Let's go. Control P. Okay. And then we'll go back over to here. I actually quite like this as a streaming format. I've never done this before with the camera. Yes, the camera is low quality. It is dog shit. But it's actually working a lot better than I thought it would, so I'm not going to complain. Yep, so let's take this out. Plain blep. Let's get my guillotine. Guillotine. I'm gonna behead somebody. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Just good beheading, good old-fashioned beheading. It's what we need right now. We just need to cut some people's heads off. I don't know who. Probably someone I don't like. Who don't I like? David Zaslav. Cut his head off. Off with his head. Alright, let's make a death list. Top-hatted T-Rex, head off. You need a bigger blade, but cut his head off. That guy's sake, cut his head straight off. It's not even. He doesn't even have a neck, so we'll just smash it like a pumpkin. Calcifer, head clean off. Cut it off. Dilly the witch. You know what? Don't even cut her head off. Burn her at the stake. You know, burn her straight at the stake. Ike 3D, yeah, cut his head off. He's like a robot dude, so I guess that wouldn't kill him, but you know, we could we show him a seeing eye picture. Might blow his head up. Oh, Prince done. Oh yeah, I quite enjoy that. The colours look a bit faded on camera, but in real life they look really good. But the pink, it's not got as much contrast on the camera, but in real life it's pretty decent. So I'm happy with that. Let's cut it out. Let's put it over there with the other rejects. I'm gonna try really hard not to fuck this up, because I'm actually really excited about this one. Ooh, yeah. Already, I'm very happy with how this is turning out. I'm really hoping I'm not jinxing it by saying how happy I am. This is like when I fuck up the cut, and it's like the worst mistake ever, and it's like, no, I have to reprint it. Oh. So far, pretty fucking good. Let's not risk it, let's just keep it on the line. Oh, that is stunning. That might be the best cutting we've done all night. And then this is where we find out it doesn't even fucking fit. No, pretty good fit so far. Let's hope this goes in well. Do. Oh! Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that's perfect first try. Yeah. That is beautiful. Beautiful. The side, everything's aligned very nice. It's very clean. The back looks the same as the existing one, to be honest. Like pretty spot on. The spine, see what I mean? Like the white really helps it pop from the blue, and also like it's a bit more bold. It's not as long. I just think that this title pops a little more than the dark blue one. Yeah, in hindsight it could have been a bit wider, take up more of the space, but I'm not too worried about the side. The side's just simple. Like, it doesn't bother me. But that front, that's night and day. Why anybody would ever choose to sell this shit over this never cease to amaze me. Like, I get it. Like, the poster doesn't even have Clint Eastwood's name on it, and Eastwood's name's bigger than the fucking title. Like, I get it, you know. I saw a thing recently where it's like movie posters back in the day, you'd have to sell the movie on the poster, whereas nowadays, no, sorry, misphrasing. Back in the day, movie posters would sell you on the story. Nowadays, they sell you on the cast, and it couldn't be more accurate, to be honest. This is great. We've kind of had two examples now of movies that had this like really shit, boring posters where it's just the main actor and the main actor's name above the title, and they just stood there. Whereas these movies had really great creative posters. Neither of which got used on the physical media, because you have to, it's Clint Eastwood, it's Keanu Reeves. Who gives a fuck about the rest of the movie, you know? Yeah, but I'm over the moon. This Dirty Harry one, honestly, I'm in love with that. That's so good. I'm a big fan. Again, it doesn't look great on camera. The pink looks really, really pale on camera, but in real life it's much darker. Like, it is pale, but it looks really flat on camera. The colours blend quite a bit, whereas in real life they have a lot more contrast to them. I don't know. When I do the proper video of this, I'll get some I'll get some better photography of these. But this is, yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know what? Let's just keep going. Fuck it. One I was considering doing. Oh god, we've actually almost finished the pile. This one, I don't hate this cover. But it, you know, it's just got big fucking floaty head syndrome, which I'm not overly fond of. That's the thing, because I don't hate this, but I do prefer the cover that the DVD and Blu-ray had. So what I'm actually thinking of doing is replacing this cover with the original, but then keeping the sleeve. So then I do prefer when the sleeve's different from the main cover, and then that way I've kind of got both options. I mean, we'll do it. I did scan it, so we'll have a go. Why not? This is my show. No one can tell me what to do. Let's have a go, shall we? Annoyingly, then, the only one I haven't been able to finish is the one that is the reason I wanted to do this fucking video, but you know, things don't always work out. That's fine. So let's have a go at this. Super 7, no, Super 8, baby. No, I did want that. Shit, what did I just delete? Oh, I hadn't made these into a folder yet. Border, I don't know what the fuck I called it in the other ones. And then the spine, I'm going to take that, I'm going to take that, I'm going to take that. This, oh no, we're going to leave Blu-ray actually. We're going to delete Trilogy. We're going to delete the title. We're going to delete the back. Okay, so we're just going to start with this, as we always do. And then right here we have the Super 8. Again, the spine isn't bad, but frankly, I just think the spine is so overloaded with shit. I mean, whose logo is not on this spine? Oh my god. Let's see, we got Paramount, Amberlin, Bad Robot, the kid's face, which is the exact same picture that's here. Not a big fan of when they do that. I like it when this is a different picture. The title, Ultra HD Blu-ray, and then just so much shit on this fucking border. Like, oh my god. Honestly diabolical, to be frank. I don't get why this is invisible. Why the fuck are you invisible? Like, you're underneath. Why are you invisible? Really don't understand that. That's really puzzling to me. Like, is it the colour? No, it's not the colour. This is just, like, literally invisible. It's just under everything. I don't know why it's invisible. I really don't. Fuck it. Let's just draw a new one over top. The same one. Oh, no. It's not turned on. Oh, for God's sake. Sometimes I feel like a right fucking moron. Literally just not turned on. Let's go with that. We're gonna move it back over a tad. Yeah, it's a little bit far back now. Let's kind of find it in the middle, right there. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, we're just gonna rotate that a bit. This is actually the first time. This is the first film I ever saw Kyle Chandler in, which is quite relevant because Lanterns came out recently. It's on episode 2 of the time I'm recording this. I don't think anybody's here, so fuck it. I can just talk. I don't have to care. I want to talk about Lanterns, so I'm going to talk about Lanterns. Lanterns. I really wanted to like Lanterns. I don't hate it. I really don't. But fuck me. They are trying so hard to make me not like it. Like, oh my god. Why are you so determined to make me hate this movie? This show, even. Like, I don't want to hate the show, but you're, like, doing everything you possibly can to make me despise it. Which is really disheartening for me, as somebody who was really excited for it. And there's definitely things I like about it. Frankly, I love Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan. I think he's fantastic. Genuinely amazing. Absolutely love him. I love Aaron Pierre as Jon Stewart. Also amazing. Both fantastic. Honestly, I love the cast in general. Like, I think they're all doing super good job. Super great people. Fantastic stuff, really. It's just like anything to do with Green Lantern stuff is kind of shit. Like, you know, I've banged on enough about the bloody suit, but yeah, that suit is as I was watching it with my brother, I at one point I think it was episode 2 when he pulled the suit out the wardrobe, and I just turned to him and I went, that suit is a hate crime against Green Lantern. Which honestly I still stand by, because it fucking is. It's dreadful. I hate it. I hate everything about it. In full honesty, you know, I really don't like it as a Green Lantern suit, as a superhero suit. I think it's bad. I think it's really bad. And I don't want to hate it, because I really wanted to be excited for this show, and I wanted to be there to support this show as a Green Lantern fan. But again, it's just like, you're trying so fucking hard to just make me hate it. Like, you couldn't have done slightly better. Annoyingly, because they've put a teaser for it in like episode 3's trailer, because they've shown off like another variation of his suit from back in the day, which already looks a lot better than the one that's actually in the show, and I'm half convinced it was like photoshopped really late in the game. Like, it's not groundbreaking or anything like that, but it's certainly an improvement, to be honest. Like, it just the very simple addition of white gloves really helped. Really helped balance out the colours. I'd have to look at it again properly, but I don't think it has white boots. And again, if it just had white boots, that'd probably also help with its colours. Because a big problem with it, in my opinion, is its colours. And I have that problem with a lot of modern Green Lantern stuff, because they don't like doing the white as much anymore, even though the white's really good. So yeah, I'm upset about that, to be honest. The mask looks pretty good, but it also, because it's such a blurry shot and it looks really photoshopped, I'm half convinced it just isn't real. It is literally just going to be that one photoshopped image. There's got to be an invert, right? What the fuck would invert color be? Oh, it's right there. Ooh! Oh no. Up the... There we go. Yeah, that's what we want. Oh, I've done it to the whole bloody thing. Where's the Paramount logo? It's right there. It's just this one. That's all we want to do. We just want to do it to this one. There we go. Paramount. Fuck Paramount. Actually, I kind of hate them more than Warner Brothers, to be honest. Which is why we're going to make this really small. Which is why we're going to make this a bit smaller. They're both bad. I don't like either of them. You know, but it looks a little neater with a logo or two on it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this one has too many fucking logos, to be frank. I don't like the glowy title a little more than the other one. I could do age rating. I just don't know if I'm gonna be bothered with age rating. I found out recently, age ratings I don't think are on American Blu Rays. That's just like an English or a European thing, which is very annoying because I personally don't much care for age ratings on Blu-ray covers, or at least on the spine. Like, I get it on the back, sure, I can live with it on the back. I don't mind it on the back, but on the front cover, not the front cover. I mean, yeah, on the front. Actually, it is on the front cover, and it's on the spine, and it's like, fuck off, man. Because clearly I don't have enough opinions. Yes, this is the poster that was on the Blu-ray and the DVD. This is actually one of the few films that I've owned on every format, because I had it on DVD as a kid, and then I had it on Blu-ray, and then I upgraded to 4K pretty recently, considering how long I've been a fan of this movie. Like, it was definitely a later 4K for me to get. No particular reason. It's just, you know, I didn't get around to it until I did. But, you know, I'm quite happy to have it these days. I'm a big fan of it. It's a great movie. Kind of get it there. I want that glow to kind of spill over to the front. I'm a big fan of that. No, that is just how it looks. No, it isn't. Yeah, there's just like a fucking shape there. Oh, I see. It's you jammy fucking cunt. Because you don't actually have an additive blend mode. That'll be why. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. Is this the right layer? It is this layer. Okay, so I do kind of need to figure out what to do with this. That's it. That's all I needed. Oh no, that's doing weird shit to the colours. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be a dick. It's really frustrating because I just want the glow to fade over, but it really just wants to fuck with the colours. This should not be a difficult thing to do. Oh, do you know what it probably is? It's probably because it's like... What I don't get is why the fuck are you adjusting the damn colours? Okay, what if I do that and then do like this to it? Like specifically this. So I up the contrast and then lower the brightness. That's not bad. I can live with that, in all honesty. I've lost the glow a little bit. Honestly, I'm not in love with it now I'm looking at it. I might get a different logo. Honestly, what I could probably do is just get the original logo. Just get like, yeah, like shitty PNG version like this. And just put my own glow on it, you know? And then, yeah, let's line this up manually, like so. That's pretty lined up. Let's move it down. And then, is there a glow effect we can put on? I don't fucking know. There is. No, that's an outer glow. Is there a normal glow? Is that a thing? There's an outer glow. Let's try outer glow. Kinda hate it, to be honest. It's a bit shit. It's very, It's bad. It's bad. Okay. Okay. I don't think there's like a built-in glow or anything. At least not one I bloody know of. Let's try this the old-fashioned way. So if we do this, Control-C, Control-V, and then we do a... radial blur? No, not radial blur. Let's just do bloom. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never used this fucking bloom effect before in my life. It's not what I was looking for. Diffuse glow. That seems like something I might be looking for. Am I not seeing it because it's underneath? No, I'm not loving that, in all honesty. Why don't we do just like a fucking lens blur? Just blur it. Okay, not a lens blur, but like a motion blur. So in this way I can set it like this and we can get kind of more of an anamorphic thing going. Which, if you've seen this movie, it would make a lot of sense. I don't hate that. But I want to add another motion blur, but then this time we are going to leave it on the normal way. Yeah, that's not bad. That's pretty good, I think. Methinks. Did we do stuff to this? Let's do stuff to this. Add our clarity. Get some clarity in that. Definitely helps. And then let's get our brightness contrast. Up our contrast quite a bit. Yeah. And then I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. I don't think I need to do much more with it. This is saved. I say we get a print. And Control P. Okay. Had an email. YouTube's trying to get me to do brand deals. Nope. I will not bow to any sponsorship. I'm gonna take off the sleeve. Let's take out the original cover. Just put it there. Yeah, these are very boring discs designs. It's actually the same because I've owned this on like all three formats. This disc design has never fucking changed. It was the exact same on DVD. It was the exact same on Blu-ray. In fact, the Blu-ray that's in here, because this has a normal Blu-ray, this is probably the exact same one I had, which wasn't awful. I didn't mind the Blu-ray, and I've had an issue with the Blu-ray, but oh my god, when I got that 4K, oh, it was stunning. Like this 4K. If you have the Blu-ray and haven't yet upgraded to the 4K, I would heavily recommend it. It really did transform the film. You know, it was all shot on like 35mm film as well, so like, you know, it looks fucking good because it looks really good. Yeah, very good indeed. Big fan. Just printing. Yep, here we go. I actually wish I still had the Blu-ray to compare because I don't have it anymore. I gave it to a friend. And then this is what we've done. It looks pretty one-to-one with like the Blu-ray DVD release because I believe that's is the exact same cover that they all had. At least it's the one I remember it having. Why do I narrate this stuff like I'm talking to people? Because it's fun. Might leave this stream up for people who give a shit. And then they can hear on my delusional ramblings. I was going to start quoting American Werewolf in London, but then I thought if I say those things, I might actually get cancelled. So I'm not going to say them. Not on stream. Speaking of American Werewolf in London, because I know nobody's watching this stream, I will confess that it is the movie we are going to do on Film Club this week, which is tomorrow, actually. Yes, it is. It is tomorrow. So, for anybody who's not watching this, who wants to come to Film Club, it will be American Werewolf in London tomorrow. Thankfully, nobody who attends it is watching this, so they don't know that. Because I don't like actually revealing the movies beforehand, because then they have no excuse not to show up. They don't have that, oh, I don't want to watch that. Shit. The excuse you always fucking hear from people. Oh, I don't want to watch that. I heard it was bad. From whom? You don't fucking talk to anyone. Somebody's at my door. This does not fucking fit. The front, I'm gonna say it's too big. I'm gonna cut this by hand. Very dark cover, so I reckon I could actually get away with it. Let's bring it over to the light. that was a bad fucking cut. Right there, that was diabolical. I think I can just about get away with it. Already that's a much better fit. Yeah, that was not fitting before, it was very wrinkly. Oh yeah, that is way better. Big fan of that. Again, same back. Should look pretty much identical. And then the side, you see what I mean? There's just so much shit on here. Like, you don't need any of that stuff. And they've made the title, I feel like it doesn't quite pop as well, but it might just be because there's so much other crap next to it. Mine is actually, I think, less bright, but because it's near enough by itself. And then the front, again, I don't hate it, but I just don't love it. Whereas I really like this poster. It's very ominous and dark. Whereas this is just a little too. It's just everybody's fucking head. Like, it's fine, whatever. But then I don't have to pick because I can just have both now. I can just keep it in this sleeve. And then when I pull it out, it's got the original poster. Yay! I like it. That's fun. I'm a fan of that. That's really nice. Okay, so to recap the day, shall we? Let's recap today. I did. Oh, I'm gonna move the guillotine. I did How to Train Your Dragon off screen, and then I did Superman, the original poster, and then we did Constantine, followed by Spider-Man Homecoming, and then Far From Home, Dirty Harry, and Super 8. I'd call that a pretty successful day. Well, annoyingly, the film I wanted to do that actually inspired this whole project was Spider-Man 2. But we're not going to do it today because I couldn't get it to work, and I think the only way I'm going to get it to work is by scanning in the Blu Ray, because I just want this poster on this Blu Ray. So I feel like that's kind of going to be our course of options, is to come back to this one, which is a shame because getting this 4K is the entire reason I wanted to do all this, but that's fine. And then we have all of these old covers. We have a really shitty How to Train Your Dragon, old Super 8, old Constantine, old Dirty Harry, old Superman. Not a fan, don't like any of them. So yeah. I think we've had a very productive stream, to say the least. Rubbish out the way, because it looks a bit diabolical. Let's see, can we... I know I didn't do How to Train Your Dragon on the stream, but I did it today, so that's why I'm showing it. Oh, honest to God, the Dirty Harry one I feel like is a real revelation, to be honest. Yeah, and then we have Spider-Man. I'll just hold Homecoming. It's like, yeah, I think these look much better than they did before. So I think with that, I'm going to end the stream. For the few of you that turned up, thank you. And perhaps we'll do this again sometime. And maybe next time I won't be alone, so it won't be as boring. Okay. Good night.